I just finished a gummy therapy session. The last minute. Yeah, so I got the big group of drummers to get into this. We got into like a little rumba, a slow old school rumba. This.
How many people do you think you had? 100, 30, 40?
Yeah, there was fewer than 100 in the pavilion.
Mm-hmm.
Come and go, but it was open air, so you go out and people were like throwing it later. They were playing it all over.
This was in Lawrence?
Yeah, it's about an hour outside of Lawrence.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you make it, you must not be making it. That sounds like you had a nice, nice group, buddy. Like 2 or 3 days of drumming. They provided, they did like cooked all the food there.
Yeah, they
catered
took
it
care
or
of it
something.
very well. There's a lot of presenters, entertainers.
Mm-hmm. Did you have a tent and stuff, or like cabins?
Yeah,
Cabin, nice.
Yeah,
Even
I wouldn't do
nice.
it.
Yeah. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Hi. Nice to see you. Offer to help, buddy, but I'd probably just slow you down.
Hmm?
I
Well, I'm moving pretty slow anyway.
don't. Probably jet lag. Oh, I've been okay, thank you. Kind of tired. Tired. Just, yeah, just this whole thing with La Jolla, the whole house hunting. Oh yeah, yeah, we're June. June found a place she really loves, so we'll see. I would hate to leave, but I would hate to leave you guys and all of our friends here and stuff. It's the weirdest thing. You wouldn't think you'd get more house in the way than here. Strange.
There's a little coffee in there and chai. I mixed the chai with some coffee, but there's a little, just chai left.
How you been, Kathy, with Buddy out of town? Were you?
Oh, I came here, I thought about calling you, but I was so busy cleaning.
The place looks nice. It looks like a brand new cloth, and it looks really nice.
Thank you. Well, been here so long, huh? Like a period of time to do it.
Uh-huh. Wonder, is this your drone? Here's your drone.
Oh, God, miss you so much.
Oh,
You'd have to come at least
I know,
once a month.
I know.
Is it? Oh,
So we'll see what happens.
yeah. 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 Half of this was just.
I didn't get that whole conversation. Were you coming once a month?
Well, I was saying,
Been looking around down in San Diego house. I'm not crazy about it, but I understand June.
going to house here.
I know. I think we missed that parade by a few times. before they did my other one.
Oh,
They had one.
counter. Oh,
Left the ball and set down one on the floor.
What you looking for? You got the earplug?
Yeah.
something nice. Oh,
Oh,
there
there
it
it
is.
is. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I really need it.
That's all fun. Yeah, this is all we need.
Yeah.
Maybe class is tough.
I know. He usually does Tuesday. Maddie's doing something.
Oh, yeah. Get out of there. It's on the van. On the van.
Was a shock for drive.
Which drive is that?
Driving from the house to here.
Oh, really?
I was like.
The night, you mean?
No, the
When Buddy was
last one,
gone?
Buddy was gone.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I do this every day. That's too much.
Did you, cut back your hours here a little bit while he was gone?
Oh, yeah, I mean. There's a holiday too. I didn't come in Monday.
Yeah. You have to take care of your brother.
Right, right. But, you know, it's good because it forces me into my own life, that, you know,
Yeah.
and, it's worth it.
Mhm.
With the, I
Okay,
don't need
good.
money, but he understands where I'm going. And I go, have that, and,
Okay.
so, yeah. It's nice. You know, he's got his studies in food. There was a police action on the street out in front of the house. It was Austin. They had one guy in the street spread eagle on.
Today or?
Yeah, it was afternoon. I mean, as it turned out, they, you know, they had him, but they didn't know if there was other people in the van. If there was a van. So there were 7 police cars, with rifles, and handguns, and they ended up just leaving after they saw there was nothing in the van, and they checked out whatever their bags and stuff, handcuffing these guys.
Been there. Not here in LA. Georgia. You don't want to get, stalked by the troopers in Georgia. Welcome, powers of the East. 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 Welcome, powers of the South. 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 Welcome, powers of the West. 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 Welcome, powers of the North. 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 Welcome, powers of the sky. 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 Welcome, powers of the earth. 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 Welcome, powers of the sea. 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 Welcome, powers within me. Welcome, powers within me. Welcome, powers within me. Welcome, powers within me. Aye, aye, aye. Protection surrounds. Protection surrounds. Protection surrounds. Sacred abounds. Sacred abounds. Sacred abounds. Sacred abounds. Let the goddess dance. Let the goddess dance. Let the goddess dance. Let the goddess dance. Great Spirit, bless our endeavor. 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 Voter, it's a voter. Thank you for all of the blessings coming to us right now. Thank you for all of these blessings coming to us right now. Thank you for all of these blessings coming to us right now. Thank you for all of these blessings coming to us right now.
CDs back there. And books.
Yeah. I sold a lot of books and CDs. I sold, 4 or 5 books, 6 books maybe. And I got one to send to Florida.
What's wrong?
Oh, cool. Which
Yeah.
one?
It was the one with the kente cloth on it,
Light
Colin.
color.
It had a little bit of kente on it,
Uh-huh.
and it was light. It was related to this one.
Was it?
It was sort of like.
Was it like the dark one, only the?
Yeah, it was like this one, only a little bigger,
Right.
taller,
I remember. Yeah.
and it had a white stripe and some interesting dots
Yeah, that's
on it.
it.
It was a good sounding drum. So the woman that bought it is from Missouri, but she grew up in Miami, and her son is a quadriplegic or something. He's in a motorized wheelchair, and he's sort of, and he's so cool. He's a great guy, and they've been there year after year. So this drum though is for her. She's gonna really,
Beautiful.
yeah. So it was like, I realized, that I was done. So I was like, well, anybody want to buy this drum? And she was right there, Johnny on the spot. Oh, sure. And,
Well, that's a really nice.
yeah.
I mean, they're all good, but that. It had, for me, it had a little sharp up here.
Right,
You had to be careful about banging it. You hurt yourself.
My hand's a little sensitive. Because I did 2 hour, about 2 hours each.
But sure
With a
sounded
couple.
good. Sure sounded-
What?
That drum sure sounded good.
They mic'd it right through the big PA system with my tambourine and everything. It sounded beautiful. And then I had a little break for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I came back and did it again. So the 2 hours each day. Two sessions each day, 2 hours. It's like 4 hours.
4 hours.
A lot.
It was actually a little bit longer. And then the drumming at the night, I did a little. Some of the nights were muddy, so I didn't really want to hang out. And I was listening, they have bands and stuff first before the fire circle. And I was listening, these guys are really good. Tuatha Dea, they're from the Appalachian Mountains. It's Celtic. But it's like rock and roll stuff. It's good. And I'm sitting there like leaning back in the chair, and everybody's, just spread out, a few hundred people. Then somebody comes over and nudges me, wakes me up, and says, "You are moving too much. You're having entirely too much fun." And I realized I'd been asleep. I just, the music's going, ring, and I fell asleep. I mean, okay, maybe it's time for me to get up and like go lay down. Good. So it goes all night, and you can hear the drums most of the night if it's not raining. Rains a little bit, then it stops. And you're in the country, you get used to it. You get used to the mud, and it's like, okay, well, it's just mud. But it's run very well. We've got really good staff. And this next year will be their 30th anniversary.
Wow.
Ours too.
Yeah?
2015 was the 30th.
Oh, yeah.
So in 85, you started. That's when I moved to San Juan.
Oh.
Discovered you guys then.
No, I'll find you a house here. Is Heather gonna go to school down there?
Yeah. But she's actually excited.
Not numbered.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those crazy things, but I guess if we don't do it now, we'll probably never do it. I mean, you're 70 or something. I feel like I've got 1 or 2 moves left in me. That would be about it.
Wow.
Different.
That's a big deal.
It is.
Is that with all your project children?
Oh, no, not by the
Oh,
management. Maybe someday, but maybe someday we just move back. We just figured worst case scenario, we just sell down there and move back here and rent a place.
uh-huh.
Rent a place.
Mhm.
There's rent control here, so once you're into here,
Yeah.
pretty much yours. Yours to lose at that
Yeah.
point. So. it's kind of weird. But it all started because we wanted Heather to go to that really good school there on Coronado, but it's too far from Coronado. So it's weird how it evolved into doing it like all the stuff we find in Coronado was in our price range. And really, none of it's in our price range.
Well, we'll Joe, in the best case scenario, you know,
Yeah,
it works
that's
out for the
what
best.
happened.
It'll all work out. Thank you.
Daniela came in, so we did a session, and that was kind of the final conclusion. It's like, you know, this is working out for the best. When he went in to get his cheek examined, the doctor looked at it and didn't see anything. Because I suggested that he put peroxide on the spot that looked suspicious. He'd been doing that for a few months. So when he got there sitting in the doctor's office, the doctor looks at it and he goes over and he takes a swab and starts rubbing something on, you know, where the... And so Danielle gets in and says, what are you doing? What are you putting on there? He goes, hydrogen peroxide. He said, if there's anything there, it'll show up. You know, go red, it'll, you know, turn white, it'll do something. She just got in there. She said, what are you doing? What is that? Oh, you're really the temerity. How dare you? Working out for the best. Everything working out for the best. Everything is working out for the best. Everything is working out for the best. Okay. Everything works out for the best. 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 Oh, Wash away, wash away, wash away fear. 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 Wash away, wash away, wash away pain. 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 Wash away, wash away, wash away illness. 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 Wash away, wash away, wash away, yes. Wash away, wash away, wash away stress. 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 Yeah. Well, it's fun, I'm up on a stage, it's about this tall, I look at it, you get, hundreds of people go boom, boom. It's cute. And then when mom came up and the little 7-year-old, his birthday happens on Memorial Day. And so they're always, and she's the promoter, she's the main business officer for the corporation. So he never gets a birthday. So this time she came up, she brought him up front of the stage, and everybody sang happy birthday.
Oh.
She said he'll never forget it.
No, that teenager who came up to you and said
Yeah, after my second workshop, quantum drumming, or good intentions, good grooves, that was the first one. The second one was orgone healing and rhythm. It comes up after the braces and skinny. And a T-shirt on it said, programmer misspelled, crossed out, programmer misspelled, crossed out, programmer misspelled, crossed out. And I said, I write code. So he said, I haven't had a deep spiritual experience like this in a long time. he was just a kid, he's big. So I get that there. They like to go into the more spiritual aspects a lot of it, but I always like to try to keep it mechanical, so that the people who are a little more pragmatic don't feel left out. Where you can say, this is rhythmically, I'm doing this, we're reprogramming. Then I got a lot of nice responses, emails.
well, that's great.
They're planning next year. And they had a real nice blurb on there. I mean, whoever wrote it was really good because it just nailed what I did. The healing, meditation. And they didn't stress anything about, who I played with. It's just an extensive experience. We got to do stuff that I was doing. Their priorities are pretty well lined up. Food wasn't bad.
Midwestern food.
Yeah, good old Midwestern food. But she had, some veggie patties and stuff, a little bit. But they're all, really well. And they were real concerned that I ate, so they would give me an extra meal to take. So I'd have it at 2 o'clock in the morning when I needed to eat. But there were plenty of cookies, fresh baked cookies, and good coffee. So everybody sits outside the cafeteria, having a cup of coffee in the morning. The mist is settling over the woody hills. And you just see these rolling hills, covered in trees and everything. You don't see any houses. And there's a lake. Natural lake. There's nothing, just algae floating around and cattails, just sort of a natural wetland. And they cleaned it up. It used to be like this derelict Boy Scout camp, and now it's like really nice, but it's not too uptown. They keep it pretty rustic. My little cabin has a new porch, a new deck on it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you have running water?
No, not in the cabin. They sealed off the bathrooms because they were probably running in the septic system. But in the main hall, there's facilities for showers and toilets and everything. And it's right next to the dining room area, so it's all really centralized.
Do your lavatory in the
Uh-huh.
showers?
Yeah, but they made sure my cabin had an ice cooler full of bottled water and fruit and juices and yogurt and apples and carrots and stuff. So it's like, I generally brush my teeth back at the cabin. just with a bottle of water.
Yeah.
Because you're outdoors, I sit on the deck and just brush my teeth, look at the trees and stuff. Listen, I can hear it. I can hear the birds and stuff. And every once in a while people drive by, because you got to drive up the hill.
Speaking of birds, Eric, Helen's boyfriend, had rescued a little baby finch.
Oh, yeah.
Took it to the vet and everything, but find out how to feed it, just dropper feeding him. Well, the finch started flying, so Eric let him go yesterday. And Helen came home, or got up, and said, Finchie's gone. And she said, why didn't you call me? Tell me. Because they got attached.
Yeah.
But today, she came back from doing her book run, and Eric was home. He said, someone's waiting for you. He had come back. The bird had come back.
What a smart little bird.
Yeah, and
Really?
he's landing on their couch and sitting on Eric's
Oh,
shoulder.
that's really sweet. Oh, wow. They did a good job.
Yeah. Well, that did a good job. The bird thinks Eric's his mama. I said, you're the biggest mama in the universe for a bird.
That's nice.
But he took it to work. The bird.
So this one drummer there, he's got a big band in Kansas City, a big percussion salsa orchestra. Nice guy. Lived in New York, lived in France, pretty, Fisto kid. Graphic designer in Kansas City, but, always, recording. So, he gave me an album, vinyl album. He did the CD, but he also, did a vinyl pressing. Nice, gorgeous, It's like, 12-piece band. Horns, percussion. I was like, yeah. So, Kansas City has this huge reputation for like, Birth of the Blues and all that stuff. And when you land at the airport, they got, stuff all over the airport, The city that swings, stuff like that. People coming from all over. That's a license plates from all over the country.
How about a peanut butter cup?
Yeah.
Oh, no, thanks. They all sound good. The grapes even sound good and healthy.
These are good. I got all this food. They gave me bags of food when I left. They said, now y'all come back now.
Sounds like a great trip, buddy.
The sweetest people in the world. Just salted air. They got their can. The land, it's simpler in some ways, but it's much deeper in some ways. There's just the concern and respect for each other and land. And they take it seriously. But they do love their sugar.
Yeah.
They're all like, and it's there, country people, I never have a problem with country. Some rednecks rub me the wrong way. It's not their fault. I got old buttons. But I don't get that redneck thing out there. The country. They drive pickup trucks and they like beer and football. But they're not right. But the land.
Nice people.
The land looked really good. I just sat there in the morning. Just rolling hills, just green trees, no houses. And just a lake,
Quiet.
Yeah.
It is.
My head's not quiet. I got the ringing part up.
Really?
It goes away. I think it has to do with blood pressure, stress, food, much coffee. There's a lot of reasons. But I suppose if I stayed in an environment like that long enough, my hearing would get quiet again. Because I went to one hearing specialist in Valley and I said, what do you do about tinnitus? She said, live in the city. You don't notice it. Which is compared to living in the country because it's so quiet to hear it drives me crazy. But it changes. And there's different kinds of ringing. There's an internal, it's an electrical potential, and then there's the actual tinnitus. I noticed the difference, like a long time ago, we were scuba diving, cave diving, freshwater. I was down like about 112 feet in a cave. Total darkness, total silence. Big, huge blind cat groups. This is in Florida. And I could hear my system humming. It was exciting. Fresh air pressure, water pressure. But I could hear the electrical zing, of my nervous system. It's that quiet. It's like if you stand next to a power plant, you can hear a hum. It's like that. And it's high frequency. So, I'll probably get one of those cheap hearing aids. Kind of, I was front gate, there was like a airline catalog.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Did you toss that? Because it was really weird that they showed up in the mail, because I was on the plane, and I saw, the front gate, and it had a hearing aid for $200, and it was like, good, but, it wasn't $1,000. And I thought, I just recently thought, I could get something like that from the front gate, but I don't. And then boom, the catalog showed up. Like, a couple of days. But the one guy, when we were jumping on the sidewalk, him and his wife, he was from New York, and he'd come out here and get the area operation at the house clinic. He's a sound man in New York City, mixer. And he just swears by the operation where they replace the the anvil or the stirrup or whatever, one of those guns with a little metal plunger. And he swears by it. And he called from New York, he says, get it done. He says, it works. And then he said, oh, well, there's a little muscle that acts as a compressor limiter. So if there's an explosive sound that comes in, that muscle contracts and prevents the explosive sound from doing too much damage. They have to cut that muscle in order to do the operation. And so then you can get these really high-tech hearing aid or earplugs that let in sound but not too much. That function the same way as they do. Oh, yeah. I don't know, like drumming, and that doesn't sound like a good idea. Back to square one. So I got everybody on a Roomba, and I got them doing this clave. It's like, we slowed it way down, and they could do that. Well, I'll probably have to tune it up again so it settles in. Yeah. Some of them stay, and some of them, need to be.
Probably because it's a new skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
The big helmet on sounds really nice, buddy.
It does. I'm glad I didn't take it out there. I would have been tempted. I was sitting over there today doing the session, and it didn't sound that great. It sounded great here, but it didn't over there. I don't know if it's just the acoustics. Okay, well, you end up down there, you got to start a group, start a drumming group in Coronado. I'm sure they love that.
They probably have a bunch down.
Yeah, they probably.
Yeah, we drove down there once, didn't we? Drum down there at some shop,
Really?
a New Age store.
I know
Long
it's a
time.
Deepak Chopra.
Yo, he's in La Jolla.
Yeah, that whole.
There's probably a lot.
I know there's a million yoga shops, or whether there's any coming. There'd never be a place like that.
No, that's true.
Turn your new house into a drumming center.
Yeah. The neighbors would love
Bring
it.
in, yeah.
forgiving light. We're in the forgiving light. We are in 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 forgiving light. So the sweet woman who was doing all the cooking, she says, now what can I get you? Because we're going to send somebody into town to get supplies. Any special food? Because they've been briefed. You know, I'm coming from California and I have a special diet. So I looked at what they were saying, like fried chicken and, So I said, well, just some green tea. And she goes, what? She said, green tea. Oh, okay. They did. They got a big box of it. They brought it back. And nobody else in the whole camp drank. Yeah, one of the guys, there's two brothers, they're about my age, kind of weathered, they're good old boys, but they're real sharp, And so you're one of those tea men. Don't go there, man. I said, have a cup of coffee, but the coffee and my heart don't get along. Because they've all got high blood pressure, they're eating kielbasa and drinking beer and lots of coffee, Yeah, bacon, man. In the morning, you can smell the bacon. It's all fresh, But they had a good salad, and fruit. They got lots of fruit. I mean, there's, that's farm country. There's good produce out there.
Yeah, vegetables were really tasty.
Yeah, they did. They tasted really good. I saw a big pile of like peppers, red, green, and yellow, bell peppers. Man, they looked really healthy, really good. Now they weren't going organic, Maybe some of it was. That's a little beyond me, at this point. But I keep lobbying, and the people who run it, they're hip to it. They know, but it's like they got to get, a cooking service in there, and they've gone through a number of, food providers, and they've never really been able to settle on one.
They have much Mexican food back there.
They served us one dinner was tacos, but.
Soft tacos? Or?
It was their creation. It was like their idea of what a taco would be.
Deep fried.
It was chips. It had the taco chips underneath, and then
Taco salad.
Yeah, it was like a taco. Yeah, and they had ground beef, and then big clump of sour cream. And I said, "No, we got to take that off."
No.
So she put her gloves on. Yeah, and salad, and. That was okay. I had a little bit of it in the middle of the night. Got through the night. And then spaghetti and meatballs. And they had vegetarian meatballs. They had meatballs. Yeah, so they're trying. They're pretty good. Yeah. But then all the desserts, it's like huge table, like with cake, icing, all kinds, cookies.
Cupcakes?
Yeah, cupcakes, cakes, tray cakes,
We used to live next to a Wonder Bread, day old store.
Oh, yeah,
Everything was so cheap.
yeah.
And the farmers would come in pickup trucks and buy like week-old bread for the feed to the hogs.
Yeah.
They'd be like, for a penny a loaf or something.
Wow.
Pile of stuff. But you could get Twinkies,
Mm-hmm.
Toasters cupcakes,
And
those
the hogs
all
will
that
just,
stuff
yeah.
for next to nothing, but it's very sugar.
well, our friend Drew, he used to have this property, he was back in Tennessee, and he got hogs, for raisins. And he would go into Marville, and just dumpster dive at the grocery store. And it was all really fresh food. There were pizzas in there was like produce,
Yeah.
And he would just load it into
Yeah.
his van, take it home, feed the pig. And he did that for years. These pigs were huge and they were healthy. He'd ride them around. Just for fun. He'd get into a fight, he'd punch them, and they'd come at him, he'd punch them. They're so huge. I mean, he would hit them hard, and they were like, whoa, what are you doing? It's like, they had attitude. His hogs had attitude. But they ate really well. Because in a small town, a grocery store like that back then, 10 years ago, people weren't dumbshit about it.
Yeah.
Now, he's a funny guy. I've gone down to the farmer's market here on Wednesdays, just check that price.
Yeah.
It's like designer
Yeah.
farmer's market. So one of the nights I sat around what they call the Bardic Circle. There's a small bar, benches, and, logs, and people just swap songs. It's really nice. You can hear the big drumming circle going off, the South Meadow. But it really didn't interfere too bad. And so there were two women separately. They got up and sang Native American songs. One was for horses, to call the horses. And you go, me hey, it was beautiful. And the other woman knew that song, and they ended up singing it together in harmony. And so there was some really nice American Indian singing. I was really glad I could hear that. And they were amazed that I could play guitar. Because, that level of drumming, most of the people hitting a drum, they're not really playing much music. So drumming is more of like a sport.
So was the Montana Walk pretty well attended?
No, I think over all the streets, there seemed to be fewer people, but, we had some good food.
Good.
That worked out really well. And then there was a couple of hours of tension where when I thought my purse was lifted, then I found it. I was like, oh God. But 5. Peter was here? Peter
Yeah.
was here.
Yeah, I'm sorry I had to miss it.
Yeah, Mr. Darla. Yeah.
Well, the next one, what? Told you that. When's the next street? October.
Yeah. I hope you do.
I hope so too.
Well, the foxes in the hen house, it ain't no good. Should have fixed the gate like you said you would. Hens ain't laying, and the rooster ran away. Yeah, foxes in the hen house, and there's hell to pay. Yeah, the foxes in the hen house. Yeah, foxes in the hen house. Yeah, foxes in the hen house. Foxes in the hen house. And he's got it made. Yeah, he's taking everything we have saved. Gonna put us all into an early grave. But first of all, those doctors want to get paid. Yeah, foxes in the hen house, and he's got it made. Yeah, foxes in the hen house. Yeah, foxes in the hen house. Yeah, the foxes in the hen house. Foxes in the hen house. And he's got it made. Yeah, foxes in the hen house. What you gonna do? Pappy, get your shotgun. Got my 22. He's eating up a breakfast, lunch, and dinner too. Yeah, foxes in the hen house. We got a light on you. Yeah, foxes in the hen house. Yeah, foxes in the hen house. Yeah, foxes in the hen house. Foxes in the hen house. And he's got it made. Yeah, foxes in the hen house. Ain't no joke. Keeps us up, you know where. All go broke. He snuck into the hen house and he staked his claim. This so far will never be the same. Yeah, foxes in the hen house. Yeah, foxes in the hen house. Yeah, foxes in the hen house. Foxes in the hen house. And he's got it made. He's got it made. He's got it made. I tried to play that out there. It was so dark I couldn't find the chords. I was using somebody else's guitar. So I went back to, there was a little one. And I tuned it up in the dark, complete darkness. I restrung it, you know, it was a little djembe. And everybody was just amazed. Wow, he brought that drum back to life in the total darkness, just by the light of the fire.
Any mosquitoes?
There was a couple, not bad. It was a breeze up there, so that kept it to a minimum. There's some, I saw beautiful moth, you know, around the night light outside my cabin. Great big green thing.
Whoa.
Long like a swallowtail. You know. Gorgeous. Just, you know, just iridescent, you know, like green, bright, lime green. Whoa. That thing watched it. Didn't see any snakes. Other people did. They're copperheads, you know, and yeah. What? Yeah. They're there. I mean, it's woods, you know, you figure it. Generally, they're pretty shy. They don't have, you know, if there's people walking around, they don't like the vibration. They'll go away. And people generally know not to go tromping in the woods unless you got boots on and stuff. You're asking for trouble. You go out there with sandals on.
They walk with walking sticks?
Yeah, a lot of people have walking sticks because they got to walk up the hill, you know, and there's stairs and everything that they've installed, or there is a dirt road too. But there's a lot of walking. You know, it's spread out over quite a few acres. And yeah, and people, it's amazing because you look at these big guys and the big girls, and they just walk. I mean, they're walking. You know?
They're walking, move out of the way.
That's right. Yeah, they got momentum. Yeah, don't interfere. And the vendors, you know, they got all sorts of clothes and healing stuff, and a lot of energy workers, and you know, meditation teachers. And, I got the little booklet when I was back there. Very nice, you know, blurb on me. They wrote up a really nice thing. This Forgiven I played and it worked, and everybody really liked it. They were like, "Wow, you sing and play guitar! Wow, we had no idea." Both strings. Me in the dirt at the steps of the church, feeling lower than the swan. You had to go, reason I suppose, just hope you get what you want. You don't have to be forgiven forgiven. You don't have to be forgiven by me. No, not by me. Not by me. Not by me. Not by me. No, not by me. Living with you feel like a worn out old shoe. You would never know what to do. I did my best, you know the rest. We'll have tests, but don't say I do. 'Cause you don't have to be forgiven. You don't have to be forgiven. You don't have to be forgiven. No, not by me. Not by me. Not by me. Not by me. No, not by me. It's a wonder we can sleep with the company we keep. The high life can sure bring you down. You scare me, I know, but this love won't let go. So I'll be here no matter the cost. 'Cause you don't have to be forgiven. You don't have to be forgiven. You don't have to be forgiven. No, not by me. Not by me. Not by me. Not by me. No, not by me. You don't have to be forgiven. You don't have to be forgiven. You don't have to be forgiven. No, not by me.
That's great. Hear the guitar.
It sounds good. Singing sounds good. Thank you. This needs new strings. struck by something. It's a beautiful night. The stars are bright, but you don't feel right about something. With you, it's always going to be something. Something. With you, it's always going to be something. Something. Everything's good in the hood till you say something should be done about something. Everybody's getting along till you decide to say songs down about something. It's always going to be something. Something. With you, it's always going to be something. Something. You can be satisfied. Take a chance, look inside, learn to love something. Shout out to the world outside. You can't keep inside about something. With you, it's always going to be something. Something. With you, it's always going to be something. Something. With you.
It's like closing the doors of the cathedral.
I did that, and the guy who was leading the Bardic circle says, "Well, that was really something."
That sounds nice, the Bardic Circle.
It was a real nice change, and they always have it, and this guy always, always oversees it, and he's really inclusive, and everybody just come up and sit around, and he goes around everybody. Do you have a song or a poem or something you want to share? And the people, they feel safe, and they get up and they'll do interesting stuff. They'll have their own, or they'll quote, a poem. And this time I was really pleased to hear the American Indian songs. These women, they just stand up, hey, and
Were
one
they
had,
American Indian?
well, they obviously had some Indian blood in them
Uh-huh.
because they were totally at home with doing that. It was authentic, you got to shoot.
Oh, cool.
Because that area
Cool.
is Cherokee, partly. I mean, the Cherokee, were forced there. That was the end of the Trail of Tears.
Nice.
And so there's a lot of mixed, Indian blood in a lot of different people. And every time I go back, I learn a little bit more about all of that. Actually, a lot of the Civil War actually started at Harper's Ferry. It was in Lawrence, it was like somewhere around Lawrence, where Harold
Now, Lawrence is
What?
in Kansas, right?
What?
Lawrence is in Kansas.
Yeah. It's just across the border, like about an hour from Missouri, Kansas. The Kansas City is actually in Missouri.
Isn't there two sides of Kansas
Yeah,
City?
there's a Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas. And the airport, I think, is in Missouri. And then
So how far was the airport from the Heartland?
a couple hours, a little under 2 hours to drive.
Driving.
Yeah, well, it's just flat. It just goes over these hills, and you just go. There's a few more hills when you get farther south. That's where the Ozarks, I think, start to take off. And I'm curious about the Ozarks.
Yeah. More music there.
Yeah. And I've been invited. They have festivals. There's a lot of festivals in this area. They have their own version of Coachella and everything else out there. Big festivals. This one is not that big compared to some of the other ones. There'd be easily 50,000 people show up for this. And the list of acts just goes on solid for 3 days. And it's just all the top, rock and roll acts. And country and bluegrass. So they cover, there's a lot of styles. So when I was at the Kansas City airport, there were a lot of musicians coming and going, to see all the cases, the guitar cases and everything. Keep your groove, no matter what they say. You just might have a better way. Keep your groove, no matter what they say. I'm sure there'll be a brighter day. All them experts talking, but they don't know. Trying to run this world like some crooked game show. So keep your groove, no matter what they say. You just might have a better way. Keep your groove, no matter what they say. I'm sure there'll be a brighter day. All them pretty people, they come and they go. They might help you out, man, but they just steal your show. So keep your groove, no matter what they say. You just might have a better way. Keep your groove, no matter what they say. I'm sure there'll be a brighter day. Them bean counters, they add and subtract. They may give you some money, but they take it all back, Jack. So keep your groove, no matter what they say. You just might have a better way. Keep your groove, no matter what they say. I'm sure there'll be a brighter day. I'm sure there'll be a brighter day. You just might have a better way. Yeah, that sounds great. I love it. Singing and drumming, the harmonies, all that. That's good. So I'm showing them my, different little tricks and techniques, like the paradiddle. And they're they're really sincere, they really want to learn this stuff. And they're really grateful.
That sounds great. You've been doing it a while.
This was the 5th one that I've done. That's surprising. When you do something repeatedly, it adds up.
Yeah.
Momentum. Just showing the parallel thing.
tired too for a while.
I'm beyond tired. I'm completely punchy.
We're all tired, so.
Well, we did it. Thank you. That felt good. It's a mystery, but it works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Afterwards, it's okay. Yeah, it's good. Right. My hand. Because I would have been okay, but Danielle came in and said, "You're drunk for an hour."
Oh, really?
Yeah, she got right up to 6:30. But she was supposed to. She's gonna come back.
Let's see.
It's one away.
No. Unbelievable. The years flying by.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. I still haven't gotten used to writing 2014. It's like 12 or something.
Yeah.
It's so weird. How does it happen?